Hello there guys, how are you doing? This is going to be my Stoke vs Chelsea preview in the Premier League tomorrow night, Britannia Stadium, and yeah, the game before Christmas. I'm sure all of you are looking forward to Christmas, but of course we've got to go into this game, get the 3 points. Really, going into tomorrow's game, I'm going to say straight away, I'm expecting a tough game. I'm expecting a very frustrating game. I'm expecting a game where we're going to have to be very patient. We're going to have to be patient with the team, not expect them to go and roll over Stoke straight away. Stoke is probably, if I was to take out all of going to Old Trafford, the Etihad, out of all those games, this is probably the toughest. Other than that, I believe this is probably the toughest ground to go to in the Premier League if you're excluding the big grounds, because Stoke have this way, and especially at this time of year when the weather, the wind, all of that. On Monday night it might be raining. You know, they have this. They're able to get the crowd behind them. They're also able to they've got physical players who can get in the face, and yeah, they have a good crowd behind them. So, and last year we fell victim to that. We played badly and we didn't get the 3 points. So I believe that Stoke are going to very much be resilient, going to be very compact, not going to let too much space, and going to get in our faces. But I think overall, we're not like Arsenal. I don't believe we'll get rolled over straight away, because I believe that we're just as physical as Stoke in a lot of ways, and we've got players who are up to that challenge. Even Oscar, you know what I mean, Hazard, who's bulked up. So we've got players who are used to physical challenges. So we're well versed in that aspect of the game. But I believe that as well, there are going to be some threats. Stoke are not just the side that known for rugby, as Arsenal fans say, or just the ball, they lump up the ball all the time. That's not actually always their game. They have adapted to that if you look at the game against Arsenal, but of course they know how to beat Arsenal, so that's what they do. But Mark Hughes has been able to adapt their game slightly and be able to pass the ball around. Of course they brought in Victor Moses from us, who of course can't play against us tomorrow, and I mean, of course they've got Crouch up there and Waters, who you would say are big centre forwards who lump the ball forward. But of course they brought in Bojan, who surprised me when he went there, because being from Barcelona to Stoke seems a very weird thing. But he's taken some time to adjust to the Premier League, which is expected. I think even you see that with a lot of players. Not every player comes in like Seskin and Costa and just flies out the trap straight away. Some players do need time to adjust, and I believe he's taken his time. Mark Hughes has been very smart with not throwing him in at the deep end. I think he started him in the first few games and then took him out, and then he's brought him back in. He had a brilliant game against Arsenal. I think had a decent game against Spurs when they beat them. So really, I mean, of course they've also got players like Charlie Adam, and yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say they've lost all their physical. They do have a lot of physical players. Probably, you know, Bojan is probably the one player with real flair and skill in their team. But the fact is, I think that we're going to be up for that challenge, and I believe that, yeah, it's going to be a very difficult and very tight game. But yeah, I mean, I think looking at the team I'd play, going out with my lineup, I think I'm going to play Courtois in goal. I'm not entirely sure. He was actually training. There was a picture of him training with the team. But if he is fit, I'm going to go with Courtois. Right back, I'm going to go Ivanovic. You need Ivanovic in a game like this. Very physical battle. JT, Cahill. I'm actually going to go with Felipe Luis. He had a good game against Derby, and I believe he deserved his chance. He didn't, he had a decent game against Sporting. In my opinion, he didn't have the best game against Hull. Then had a really good game against Derby, but in Derby, a championship side. It's hard, but I'd give Felipe Luis another chance. And as well, we've got a very, of course, busy Christmas period, so there's going to be rotation in there. So I'd give Felipe Luis a chance. But it's always hard to take him either Ivanovic or Azpilicueta, you know, out of it. So because they're all so good. But in midfield, Cesc, who I thought was absolutely outstanding against Derby last week, just brilliant. Matic, of course, alongside him. Right wing, I'm going to give Schürrle a chance. I believe he deserves his start. I'd like to see him. He scored twice at Stoke last year, so hopefully maybe he can do the same. Of course, Oscar in the middle, Hazard out wide, and of course up front, Diego Costa. So yeah, as I've kind of gone through this preview, really, I believe it's going to be very tough, very physical. It's going to be a game where we're going to have to be very patient with the team. I'm expecting that because I believe that Stoke is going to be it's a tough game, and especially on a Monday night. If we come out with a 1-0 victory, I'll be happy. I won't be sitting here. Of course, we don't want a terrible performance, but I just know Stoke, and they've got defenders like Shawcross who are very just compact and they know what they're doing, and they set out very defensive, and they set out with the intention. And if we can keep our cool, not go into rash challenges, not make any stupid, be patient but also be quick in our build up, not be slow but still be patient, not shooting out, not shooting from stupid angles, you know, and just be patient. I believe like Hazard as well, who's been brilliant recently, will come into his, what I believe will flourish as the game goes on, and I believe hopefully Schürrle can pick up on some of his decent form, and of course Diego Costa, who you just know if he gets one clear cut chance it's going to be a goal. So thank you for watching this preview, guys. Of course the game's tomorrow. Give me your score predictions down in the comments below. Also give me your team lineup, and yeah, hopefully I'll be back here after the game giving you a 1-0 win and be talking about the league leaders at Christmas. So thank you guys, and for watching. Follow me on Twitter @SonofChelsea, and yeah, I'll see you again. Chelsea, Chelsea.